Made in executive session. Rod, are you here by yourself, or are you waiting on
No,
others?
Eddie's supposed to be here at 10 o'clock, isn't he?
Well, he's down here for 10, but
I'm running early.
yeah, so are we, for a change.
I think there's a whole group coming, but I don't, it's just gonna be asking you for money, so.
Yeah, gang up on us.
So we probably need us all here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's coming, honestly. He set it up, he said he's gonna be here at 10.
He's usually early.
Try
Well, that's
horse
good.
to see if she's ready.
He had talked about having the administrator come, so I was hoping she would show up so you could visit with her a little bit, you know.
Have you hired a new administrator?
No, she's the one that they started.
The interim
Yeah,
one.
it's the one that they trained from the start. The other one was an intern.
Right.
And I don't think she's met you all, and I said, you really need to.
I've met her.
You have? Jenny Clean?
If I'm thinking about the same lady.
Well, you
yeah.
did, because, yeah, he mentioned about the Cleans from Sharon Springs. So,
Yes.
yeah, and she's really doing. You just can't beat enthusiasm. You know, youth and enthusiasm is contagious.
Youth is the big key to that.
Yeah,
Yeah, the rest of us are tired.
yeah.
Set in our ways.
Yeah, well, I'm just tired.
I understand.
I'm tired again.
Tired.
Good morning.
Hi, Dolores.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I wanted to bring in my new deputy. This is going to be starting this morning. This is Shannon Barnes.
Hi.
Shannon?
Yes.
She was
I'm
in-
Terry. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Willie Martinez.
Nice to meet you.
Roger Carpenter.
Nice to meet you.
She was an 89 graduate from here.
Really?
Yes.
So she graduated with Scott and
Give me your name
Jennifer
one more
Davis.
time.
It's Shannon Barnes. It was Rhodes,
Oh, okay.
but Chuck Felzine is
Yeah,
my
yeah.
stepdad.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Nice that you
I
came
do
back
remember
to town.
Well, good.
Her and her husband were looking to move back to, well, she was looking to move back. He was interested in moving back. So they bought the house next to Lisa Holsworth. Was Dot and Dane
Oh, yeah, to
Staines.
the east.
yeah, we bought that in August of
2.5 years
16.
Okay.
Hoping to move back someday. And
Yeah, just
So where are you located now?
Columbus, Ohio, suburb of Columbus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's lived in Ohio his whole life, and I moved out there in 92. So.
So now you're going to be a suburb of Wheeler?
Yes. I like that. That's what I'll tell people. I moved to another suburb.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
We're
I'm
glad
glad,
you're
I'm
here.
glad to be back.
I hope you enjoy working for the county. And
I think I will.
all right, outstanding.
we have Scott bringing the wage agreement, I believe, to sign. Don't know that we really have to stay in here for it,
Would
but
have to. Well,
there he is. So this is what we'll start off with.
Okay.
And then after we have your 90-day probation, we'll look to see if we evaluate and could possibly move you up.
yeah, you're not actually locked into any individual one, but based on job performance, training, all that type of thing,
Okay.
you can.
These are kind of a description of the different levels and requirements for that.
Okay.
So, do you want to fill that out with her name and
Well, we'll do it.
you'll do it? Okay.
We'll do that later. That was just
All right.
I believe you guys have to sign off on that.
Yeah. Well,
we'll get the official one done.
he'll get the official one and we'll sign it before the day's
Where
over.
are you going to start at? Your husband's moving back here already, or?
Not yet. He will be going back to Ohio. I'm so used to saying we're coming this way. He'll be going back to Ohio this weekend to wrap up stuff. out there. We saw the house to sell and a kid that's graduating college next month. So
Great.
Everybody's busy. Well, again, welcome aboard, and Scott will work on that wage agreement, and we'll get it signed. You think we'll be able to do that before the end of this meeting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
which classification?
To start out, we got to start at level 1.
Okay.
So
All right. Oh, I'm sure so.
make sure she likes it and sticks around, right?
Yeah. You're trapped now. There's no leaving.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Where does she live?
Columbus, Ohio.
Here.
Lisa Holsworth, the next house to the east. Dan and Dot Snang live there.
Everybody's so speedy today.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Since we're just killing time, the EMT class is in their final throes right now. They're kind of finishing it all up. And I don't know the exact number. We fixed meals for 15, so I'm assuming there's about 12 of them still in the class. And so it's working out pretty well. And they're scattered pretty much. We have 2 from Bird City, one of them from McDonald. And I think the rest of them are from over this way or Goodland area. So
Yeah, we're just hoping that we can get these people on the schedule and
yeah,
get them to work.
it's really, I just can't imagine the amount of time that they had to invest in 60 meetings, 4 hours. And we've been serving those meals, and it just blows my mind because they're at 6 o'clock and they don't get out till after 10.
Well, I'm impressed with the numbers they were able to retain. A lot of these
Yeah.
classes start out pretty big and then
Yeah.
dwindle down to 2 or 3. So that's real promising. I hope that.
Yeah. I would commend you too on all the dinners you've made for them. I mean, that's
It's
a
been a
lot.
good deal. It's been fun. A lot of people donated, and I fixed a lot of them. Boy,
Yeah, I know you've done more than your share, and
Yeah,
that's a lot of work.
I'll have to share with you. I said on one meeting, I said we're going to have hobo stew. I said, what's that? Well, all of you bring a can of or a box of your favorite soup. And so they did that. We used to do that in Boy Scouts, you know, and you just put them all in a pot together. And but it's really good. I mean, it kind of surprised you how that they was not, but they ate it all. And some of them grandmothers over there, they compete on who can overfeed them. I mean, some of those meals that he says I can't keep them awake. So
Was there anybody in the class from outside the county?
I think from Goodland. I think there was 1 or 2 or 3 about to start with. So I don't know. Some of them people I don't know. So I just don't really. I wish. And maybe we should. Let's do an update maybe in the paper. What do you think?
I think that's a good, I'd write that down.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll get you a list of those names. They
Very
meet
good.
tomorrow night and all.
Okay.
Wasn't there one from Atwood or?
Yeah, well,
Colby?
Boca, you know, he lives there in McDonald. The one from Atwood, well, no, he lives in McDonald, that works for the state highway department. He had to drop out because he couldn't make it. I mean, it's just a matter of the time he got off work and got around it.
It's a big commitment. Yeah, that's a lot of commitment there.
Well, that's what it's going to take,
Yeah,
no matter what.
and then the work begins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the city name, or the Randy, Linda's.
Okay, is it, they start at 6 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so. That'd be good. Well, I see a lot of the news about the schools getting more money, but I don't see a thing about counties getting a penny more. I don't think,
We went to a conference last week, Kansas Association of Counties, and there was 3 representatives and 3 senators there. And again, the tax lid's here to stay.
Yeah.
It's they've worked on some amendments to it and some adjustments. There was a bill introduced that looked pretty promising for counties like us, folks that haven't raised their taxes in the last 7 years, that we might be able to recoup some that was cut. But apparently that bill went back to committee and
Yeah.
won't be decided till next year.
I just seen that wasn't even in the news, so
Yeah.
I kind of watched that, but it's scary to me. I remember
I thought-
I was at that meeting when they talked about when they lowered those mills, and the auditor said that I would do that. Everybody else is raising them. It's just one of those things that,
And we're starting to feel the pinch.
What about it?
It's going to really
well, inflation.
pinch.
Everything you buy is up a little bit more. So,
You seem to be in a good mood this morning.
Well, yeah, my sister's here from California, and we just loaded up 500 pounds of beef in their cooler to put in our car, and they're heading west this morning.
If I drove to California, I could eat 500 pounds of meat before I get there.
Can you imagine how valuable that is in California?
Here.
Yeah, here even. Yeah, that's right.
I know y'all have met his sister, but she's just as little as he is big. It's the most amazing thing. I said, when I met her, I said, there's something not right here.
And my younger sister is no bigger than she is.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
2 girls on either end, and then us 3 boys.
This was Linda.
Linda, yeah.
Man, I used to go out there and spend the night with those guys. Slept down in the basement. Their dad had come to the top of the stairs, and gee, many Christmas. I've never heard anybody holler so loud. Those boys would just sleep through it. They didn't even wiggle. I'd come up out of that bed like, been waiting for it.
Yeah.
But about the 3rd time he hollered, they got up.
They usually
Ed
hollered
had a
something
voice.
German.
Yeah, he had a voice. Well,
I think we knew the German cuss words.
I didn't understand it, but I knew I was supposed to get up.
Talking about those taxes, what concerns me is that, they passed a bill to eventually take away sales tax on food.
Yeah, and there was an adjustment on that. The last revision I thought was only, or saw was only a
It's
percentage.
gonna be a percent ever so often,
Yeah,
but there hasn't been anything to replace that, and I'll tell you, that's a lot of money.
I know.
I mean, everybody pays, everybody
Well,
gets food.
I mean, even in Bird City, I asked Linda, she told me, I forget the amount, but it's a lot of money.
That's the reason they're hesitant about changing it.
Yeah. I mean, gosh, there's nothing to replace it.
Out here, there isn't.
Well, I saw a number at one time, and I can't remember, hundreds of thousands of dollars at very least that we're losing to Nebraska and Colorado.
Oh.
People go into those 2 states to buy groceries tax-free.
We know they are, yeah.
What's that?
That doesn't make any sense. That's a long way to drive to McCook for.
Well, if you lived in Oberlin, it wouldn't be a big deal.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was looking at it as from here. 'Cause
They bleed
There's a lot
over,
of people from here
Yeah, well, you look at Norton, Phillipsburg, they all go up to,
that make a monthly trip to
Yeah.
stock up.
we're losing a lot of tax dollars there.
We have a foundation Wednesday, and I was gonna say that we set aside another 10,000, but hopefully it will be less than that.
Okay, Dave, I'm sorry, we're running ahead of schedule, so if you're ready. That's minutes from the airport, not yours.
it's mine.
Must be, I got one. to sell that equipment the other day?
Yes,
What'd it go for?
40,000.
Wow. So you got it.
Huh?
You got that.
I don't know. I think Michigan, so.
They don't went to Michigan.
A guy called me from Iowa and the other called from Michigan or somewhere up that direction. So,
Did you say 30,000?
Well, that was
40,000 is what the,
40,000.
40,000, and of course they're going to take commission out of it.
But that's pretty well where you want it to be, right?
Well, it's higher than what that one bid that I was looking at, but I really thought that was, originally I thought it'd be higher than that, so it'd be closer to 45. But,
Well, I guess that's a risk you take at an auction. You never know.
yeah.
We don't own any of our own gravel pits, so you buy
No.
them from private people?
Correct. Yeah, and most of these are, a lot of gravel payments we're making this month, so, yeah. No, we don't own any of them, so. Our job applicant, he was, the house he was wanting to buy in Bankelman sold the day of we offered, what was that Friday, the day we offered him that job, so he's still looking, so I'm gonna hold off a little bit on that.
So he's still on the string, but we just haven't reeled him in.
Yeah, hadn't found the realty once. The asphalt plant's going over to Bird City. I got 3 bridges over there that I want to put some hot mix over the top of these pre-stressed bridges and kind of help seal them over, so I'm going to be buying some of that. So it'd probably be just 3 loads on that. Survey. Willie and I looked at it a little bit last Wednesday. We have a question on where the survey line is south of Voorhees on Road 34 and by the county line. I think I better hire a professional surveyor. I found some stakes which should save us some money and then some time, so.
But yeah, we want the correct answer in the long run.
I want it right, because we're gonna have to
Yeah.
possibly move they're in our right of way. I can't even think, not fiber optics, that high-powered internet line. I can't think of the term right now, but they're in our right of way, and if I gotta have them move it, I wanna know exactly where it needs to be, so.
They
Yeah,
have
'cause
to move it too?
They have to move it. Anytime a utility is put in our right of way and it creates a problem for us, they have to move it at their expense. And I know it's only been in there a few years, but they put that first 2 miles in without even letting us know, so.
Yeah, some of those were really out of whack, the way you showed me.
Yep.
Gonna make one farmer real happy and the other
The
one's
other one's
gonna be...
sad.
And they've been there for as long as I've known, but there's the REA line that's put in that's probably on our property 13 to 15 feet.
Is there any kind of grandfather thing that's saying that this has been mine for so long that it's mine now?
When it comes to property ownership, yes, if there's a fence line or something like that takes effect, but if there's survey stones that are found, that's what they have to go by, so.
Well, it'd be nice, like you say, to get a professional opinion. That way it kind of relieves us of,
Yep, any chaos down the road.
Right.
So,
I think that's a good idea.
okay. That's all I got until I get to my annual report, and I wasn't quite done with it, so you're gonna go ahead with this group. That'd be fine with me.
That's one.
I had a gentleman contact me the other day thinking the roads out their way, out in the northwest part, got too much crown.
He's been working on it. There is a little too much out there. And it's been done prior to, or
Prior.
now, yeah.
So I could tell him you're working on it.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few places that there is too much, no doubt.
Okay.
Yep.
I think you probably know who it is.
Yep.
So maybe you could contact him and tell him you're working on it. I'd appreciate it. Or do you want me to?
One of the brothers? That's what I thought, okay. Yeah, all right,
Thank you.
yep.
I didn't ever think get too much crown, but
We saw the other day the crown should be 5.5 inches above the,
shoulder.
for what they call a perfect crown, 5.5.
That's not much.
Whoa, not if you, yeah, if you stop and think about it.
Because I imagine the road's what, 30 feet?
Well, most of them are 20 to 24, depending on the
24.
road. You don't find very many over 24.
So you're
Hello, Eddie.
5 inches and 12.
Morning, man.
Yeah. Good morning, Eddie.
Thanks for sharing your time with us this morning. We're here to ask for our second quarter. And we would like to have $60,000, which is about a third of what's left in there.
What's it going to do to you the rest of the year?
Well, if we take a third of it now, see, there'll be about 60 this quarter and 60 and 60. That's equaling it out. And the problem right now, Medicare, Medicaid, they're behind paying us about $100,000. So that's a problem. You know, the
Is there a
shutdown.
problem with that, or is that just natural?
Well, the
Dealing with it.
shutdown slowed everything down. Those 35 days that nobody thought mattered. Well, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still showing up.
But you're expecting these funds
Yeah.
sometime soon,
Well,
I hope?
we're on a government calendar.
Yeah,
So you still have half the money left then with this quarterly payment?
Well, with this quarterly, there'd be about 125,000 left.
so you really have about 180,000 left right now, is what you're saying?
Yeah, about 190, I think.
So you're on track rather than,
Well, we feel so. I mean,
The train hadn't wrecked yet. Yeah, I see no problem with that. And how's everything going up there? I mean, you doing all
well,
right?
pretty good. I've been gone 2.5 weeks, and so I'm
So you're
I'm
behind
a
it too?
little bit out of the loop right now, but
I thought I saw a family moving in the other day to the assisted living. I mean, family members looked like maybe they were moving
okay.
somebody.
So, like I say, I didn't get home till Friday night, and so
Since it's still good over at the,
and I'm not sure what that number is either. See, there've been a couple of deaths, so I don't know whether those have been relocated.
I know Normie was headed home. Did he ever make it?
I don't know.
Yep.
He did?
Yep. There's a lady from McDonald moving into assisted living. They called me yesterday, let me know.
good.
Her family wanted me to know.
Do you know what the census is there?
No, I was in it the day and I never even asked. But I think they got maybe more pending than they got spots. We're ahead of schedule is what we thought it would be for filling it. So, but that's a positive.
Good.
Well, it's not ahead of Eddie's schedule. He has.
Well,
We're
Yeah,
behind Eddie's schedule, but
that's right. So I think it's probably 8. If there's somebody from the ground moving in now, I would guess that it's
Yeah, that's-
8 there now.
That's perfect.
And,
Scott Schultz was moving stuff up that way.
well, now Gene moved into one of those apartments.
Okay, that's,
Yeah, that brings up another good point. How are the apartments doing? Are they full? We got some empty
Well, they're using one of them for
nursing.
nurses. But other than that, I think they're full.
those stay pretty full.
Yeah. So I think, you know, and like he said, there's people talking about those other spots in assisted living. And I told Connie, you know, you need to be sure that people know that if you wait too long, they might be
Yeah.
gone. But it takes time to, some of them need to move a house and,
Oh, sure.
You know.
Yeah, you can understand that.
and so yeah, there's a lot of interest.
How's our landscaping projects going? Have we even started anything for landscaping?
We have a meeting as soon as we leave here.
Okay. Well, I drove
To go
up by
over
through
to-
there and, you know, the weeds are starting to poke up and time to do something.
Yeah, so
We have 2 bids.
Good.
so we plan on making that final decision today
Okay.
because it is time.
All right. Any discussion about going ahead and giving them their 60,000 today?
I have no problem.
I don't have the problem.
I don't either.
Thank you very much. Any other questions?
Probably ought to do a motion.
Yeah, let's do a motion. Looking for a motion to go ahead and fund Cheyenne County Village
Second quarter payment.
second quarter payment for the $60,000 amount.
I'll make a motion to do the second payment.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye. Thank you. Now, did you pay some money out of that Fund 225 to the city for a water valve? Do you know what that amount was?
I don't think they've been here yet, have they?
Okay.
We
I
went
don't
ahead and
know.
approved the project, but I don't know there's been
Okay.
a dollar amount brought in.
Okay.
They're abandoning the water line underneath that one department. There's a water line goes under the rest home.
I think JR thought around $1,700.
And they were-
but I
they're
don't know for sure.
All right.
Put a valve there and shut that water, so there's not
Okay.
water going under that, going,
That's
they
good.
going around.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna go around and eliminate that's underneath the. west
Nobody
wing.
wants to spend the money today, but I'm sure it's the right thing to do. And if they're redoing things, well, that's time to do it, so.
Yeah.
I just had a question about that, so.
Yeah, JR was here 2 meetings ago, I think, and explained what was going to happen and how he wanted to do it, so.
So you think it was about 1700?
He thought,
Okay.
yeah.
All
But they
right.
wouldn't know exactly till they were
Yeah.
here and did it.
Okay, very good. Well,
In that process to do it right, when you get that bill, Eddie probably needs to approve it to keep those books straight, don't you think, Scott? When you get the bill,
Yeah.
you need to approve
Any
it,
of those.
there'll be a copy of that for Tom to keep in the file.
We have Eddie
Okay.
approve.
very good. All right, thanks again for your time, man.
Have a good
All
day.
right. Thank you, Eddie.
Feel like I'm abandoning you.
I'll catch up with Jimmy.
Yeah, let's recess for 15 minutes or
Did you
so.
leave some meat here in the county?
What's that?
Did you leave some of that meat here in the county?
A little bit, yeah.
How many did you slaughter?
So you're gonna have a barbecue?
Well, actually,